Hey guys, how are you doing? If you are looking for a streaming app for your iPad to stream your iPad screen to your YouTube channel or Twitch or any other RTMP server enabled web server, then the Camo Studio app is for you. It is a free application, and in this episode we are going to see a complete step-by-step walkthrough of how to use this Camo Studio streaming to your audience. This app is compatible with iPads running iPadOS 17 and later. Also, it requires A12 chipset or higher versions, especially Apple M1 or M2 chipsets would be a preferable choice for a better performance. Once you've installed the app Camo Studio from App Store on your iPad, you can immediately see the instructions on how to set up with its welcome wizard. After setting up your account, which takes like a couple of seconds, you will see the screen. So if you are planning to even connect your PlayStation or other gaming console through capture card with HDMI cable, then you can connect it with your iPad's USB-C port and you can select that as a video source in order to stream to your audience on YouTube, Twitch or any other RTMP supported platform. So here you can see in the left side control panel we have the camera 1 controls, where you can select the device, whether it is camera or you want to keep it off, or you need to select any other connected source. You can choose right from here. So here I have selected the camera and it asks me whether it is front camera of the iPad or the rear camera of the iPad. So by default it's a rear camera, and in the second camera source we can select whether the display or your front camera, just to show yourself during the live streaming, in the circle image that you are seeing at the right bottom corner. You can of course pinch zoom in, zoom out easily right on the screen to adjust the controls anytime during your live stream. So while setting it up, you can see that we can change, control and optimize so many other features of the video output right in the control panel. And the next one is the mic source, the audio source. You can select the microphone if you have any USB-C hub connected and have an external USB mic connected. You can choose that from this menu, and you can also choose the default built-in iPad microphone if you're doing it for game live streaming or any whiteboard sharing for your education or any other presentation. Then you can use that option. If you have any different control panel layout, then the last option will allow you to download and install such custom control panel options for you to just select and use. And the next, on the right side, you can see we just made the presentation screen into full window, and we also have markup tools where during any live streaming presentation from your iPad, while sharing the entire iPad screen, you can do a markup, the pencil, sketch and all other markup utilities that is available on the iPadOS. And on the right side bottom corner you have the scenes option. If you have different templates created, you can manually create by tapping on the plus icon at the top right corner and select any scenes or create any scenes as per your choice, how the screen during the live stream it should look like, and that can be decided in this page. And in the settings page you have the destinations where you can enter the credentials of which live streaming platform you're planning to use with. In custom section you can use any RTMP server. If you're planning to stream to Instagram or Facebook, they normally provide the RTMP server URL and port number. You can enter those credentials here in order to stream to any third-party live streaming platform. If you're not planning to stream, you want to edit it later before uploading it to your audience, then you can record it on the device in different resolutions that you can select at the top left corner. By default, it records with 1080p 30 frames per second, and it supports up to 4K 30 frames per second. If you're planning to go for a vertical mode like a Instagram reel or a short, you can select 9:16 ratio in order to do the complete, the templates, scenes and change, and then you can select the different camera and audio source and adjust everything on the screen itself. The one thing I personally like about is this entire app is absolutely free of cost. You don't have to pay anything. The Camo Studio for Mac computer comes at a very decent price. I have already reviewed about that software in our channel, so if you are using Mac computer and planning to go for the Camo Studio Pro software on your Mac, you can check that out. I'll leave a link to that in the description and in the first comment. And here we are going to share our screen for the game playback. And initially during the setup, it asks all the permissions to access your camera, microphone, and so on. And here in this page specifically, you have to give the screen recording permission from the control panel. You can access this section, you can add the control of the screen record, and you can control it from there too. Otherwise, when you open the Camo Studio app, you can see based on the scene that you have set on the right side, the camera can be selected as the display source. The screen recording will start, and whatever present on your screen is now getting live streamed, or in this case, I'm recording it on the device so that in future I can edit the video on my iPad or export it to my computer and edit it there using Final Cut Pro, DaVinci, or any other video editing app, and then I can upload it as per my choice. If I want to do some highlights, then the recording option is definitely the perfect choice. So here the recording is on and I'm starting to do the gameplay. There is no choppy or anything happening, but some users on the web, I have seen that they have reported about a heating issue. Based on the room temperature, if you're in an air-conditioned room, then it can be maintained well. So that is very, very important. Very good airflow room is important when you are doing this sort of live streaming and the game playback on the same device. Even it is an Apple M series chipset, it is possible to see temperature increase after a few minutes of gaming and doing the screen recording or doing the live streaming. As more hardware resources will be utilized, it is absolutely normal, and the device will itself control the temperature and runs normally. So here we have completed the recording, and I'm tapping on the save button, the stop recording button, and it automatically saved to the video clip entirely saved to the Photos app. I did notice after around 5 to 6 minutes of gaming, a warm temperature felt on the Apple logo in the rear of the iPad. And here the playback, you can see there is no much choppy playback. It's running fine, but for the first few minutes, of course, it should be running absolutely fine. As I said earlier, if the temperature increases, we may see a little bit performance difference. But so far, users haven't complained much about that issue. Just as a tip from my side, make sure either the room has air conditioned, better airflow to avoid the temperature being increased too much. So the Camo Studio app can be downloaded for free from the App Store. You can search on App Store on your iPad right away. After giving this app a try, do let me know your feedback in the comment section. It will be helpful for others to decide and download the app to try for their streaming purpose. So if you're already using any streaming application on your iPad, do mention the name, also how it works, and if you get a chance to try this Camo Studio on your iPad for streaming, let me know how overall experience is different from your existing streaming application. Thank you so much for watching, for your patience. If you find this video useful, you know what to do. And for more useful iPhone, iPad, and Mac related tips and tricks, don't forget to subscribe. Have a wonderful day.